watalem gawamono mulwani aisano lukiyo wenge mikokola umusebe wemwene watalem.
Hello and welcome to I Stand with Zambia YouTube channel. My name is Mwansa. This channel is not affiliated with any political party, but it is 100% affiliated with being a Zambian. So I would like you to subscribe to the page, like and share. I'd really appreciate it. One of my subscribers sent me this video. I'm sure you've seen it. It's been on the internet for about 12 years. And this is a video where Tudor Bizmark, he's a pastor from Zimbabwe. He's speaking at the Potter's House in Dallas, Texas, and he's letting them know how the Zambian government sold a copper mine at a giveaway price. Have a look.
The Zambian government, Bishop, sold the copper mines in northern Zambia to an outside consortium for $25 million. The copper mines for $25 million because they couldn't manage to keep them. The company that came in and took over the Zambian copper mines in 3 months made a profit of $75 million. They did not pay the Zambian government up front in cash for the mines. They were going to pay them over a period of time. Here we have this company that has an understanding of how things work, raised the money at the government's expense, took money that the company should have, the government should have been making, and gave it back to the government and said, we paid our debt in full, and give them now 0.006% of the proceeds of copper mining. When right outside the door there's people in poverty, people in not eating, people ignorant, people dying, high levels of AIDS, and what's the deal? Churches are full, people are praising God, Africans pray all night. Prayer is not in the success equation. Prayer is in the revelation equation. Decision making is in the success equation. You have to make a decision and be sound. We have to be disciplined and make sure we go and get what God has called us to get. You can be full of the Holy Ghost, but you can still be ignorant. But as for me and my house, I will get understanding.
Now, I went and had a look at the annual report for First Quantum Minerals, and I wanted to see how much money they've made since then. But I just focused on 2019. So in 2019 alone, in Sentinel, in Northwestern Province, that's the name of the mine, they had made $1,999 million of that same copper mine. That's how much money they made in 2019, okay? And Tudor Bizmark spoke about how they were paying 0.00 worth of tax. Well, the Zambian government revised that and they put tax on it. They put tax of 1.5%. Now, 1.5% of 1,999 million is 19 million. What is that? That's like you having $1,999 or 99 pounds or 1,999 kwacha in your account, and then you're taxed 19. Are you gonna feel it? You won't feel it. You'll be like, oh, okay, fine. I could pay that 100 times over. That's how much money First Quantum Minerals are paying in taxes to the Zambian government. Okay? Unbelievable. Once again, here we have a giveaway price, $2.5 million. That's how much the Patriotic Front government have entered into an agreement with this Sudanese mining company for $2.5 million. We've just seen what happened. First Quantum Minerals came into Zambia in 1996. Okay, so Tudor let us know how much they made when they just started. I've just let you know how much they made last year, 2019. And then here we have the government repeating the same mistake by having a foreign investor come in and process our minerals at a giveaway price. Well, what's happened recently is that whilst that area where the gold is has been cordoned off and no one's allowed to mine in it. But PF officials themselves, government officials and senior police officers were caught stealing gold from that same place. So this gold is not declared, this gold is not going through the proper channels, because the president had said that no one should mine there until they sort out who's going to be processing the gold. But what's happened is that under the radar, Patriotic Front government officials, cabinet members, and senior police have been moving that gold out undercover.
Early this month, Mwinilunga, a member of Parliament Newton Samakai, told the nation that Patriotic Front PF cadres were illegally mining gold at Kasansel Gold Mine in Mwinilunga district of Northwestern Province despite a presidential directive to halt all mining activities. In response to Mr. Samakai's statement, police in Lusaka summoned him for questioning, possibly for bringing the name of PF as being behind these illegalities. But what is now clearly coming out is that truly PF officials were indeed behind these illegalities, as confirmed by the suspension and arrest of PF Northwestern Chairman Jackson Kungo for his involvement in illegal gold mining at Kasenseli. Police in Mwinilunga have also arrested the 3 Patriotic Front PF officials in connection with the same illegal gold mining at Kasenseli Gold Mine. The 3 include PF Mwinilunga District Youth Chairman Chris Mtalenu, popularly known by his business name Just Chris, the party's District Chairman Humphrey Katoka, and 1 trustee only identified as a Mr. Kawatu. The trio has since been transported to Solwezi for further investigations. Meanwhile, Mwinilunga District Police Station Officer in charge, a Mr. Msemfwe, has been transferred to Monza District in Southern Province following his involvement in gold scandals. The District Intelligence Officer for Mwinilunga has also been transferred to Luapula, while the District Administrative Officer, only identified as a Mr. Muya, has also been transferred to Kasempa. And when contacted for a comment, Northwestern Province Police Commissioner Elias Chushi by broadcast time said he had not yet been finished with the report, hence he was not in a position to comment on the matter. While on the transfer of the officer in charge, Mr. Chushi said the matter was an administrative one. The Zambian government has engaged the Zambia Consolidated Copper Mine ZCC-MIH Gold to oversee operations at the gold mine and is reported to have injected in 48 million kwacha in the same project. Last week, President Edgar Chagwa transferred the then Northwestern Province Police Commissioner Hanson Amachira to Lusaka and replaced him with Luapula Province Police Commissioner Elias Chushi. The president was unhappy with the manner in which police were guarding gold reserves at the mine. An investigative team led by Government Chief Whip Brian Mundubile is currently in Mwinilunga for investigations regarding illegal gold mining. More police officers have also been deployed to Mwinilunga, while teams from the Drug Enforcement Commission and the Anti-Corruption Commission have also been dispatched to the district.
The saga involving the looting of gold in Northwestern Province continues unabated. The arrest of all those PF officials who are in the Northwestern Province Committee is window dressing. It's a ruse. It's a ruse. It's window dressing. You will recall, you the people of Zambia, that we became the first opposition, the first political party, the first political movement to alert you as citizens. This was a week before I was arrested for exposing corruption in the regime, detained without trial, which was total abuse. We did say in that statement that gold is being looted in Northwestern Province. We also alerted the people of Zambia that the transfer of Ben Capita from Northwestern Province as provincial minister to, is it Southern Province or Western Province where I was taken? It was about gold. Ben Capita went in with that zeal, having been poached from the opposition. He went in with a zeal, with a man who was in touch with the grassroots. So he went to Kansanshi mine, and he discovered that there is Kansanshi gold, that they are mining gold, and they are taking out gold out of Zambia, and the nation is not benefiting anything from our gold. So he rebuked them for that. Moments after leaving Kansanshi gold, Ben Capita received a phone call from State House. Few weeks that followed, he was transferred from Northwestern Province for exposing the sagas. So this window dressing involving the dissolution of the Northwestern Province Committee of the PF and the arresting of officials is just an indication of the so many sagas. It's about conflicts in sharing the loot. It's not about the fight against corruption. It's not about Zambia. And now because the regime is fully aware that if any mechanisms that are transparent were put in place for gold mining, then they are not going to loot. What have they done? They now want to use ZCCM-IH to be a conduit, to be a vehicle for abuse. ZCCM-IH is a people's corporation, but under the current legal regime, the same looters are in charge of ZCCM-IH because they are the appointing authority.
The Patriotic Front government have announced that they have partnered with a Sudanese mining company at a price of $2.5 million who will process the gold with ZCCM. $2.5 million for gold reserves. Who does that? We've just heard in the past how the government sold the mine to First Quantum Minerals, and we've seen how much they made in the first couple of months. And then you do the same thing again, and guess what? The name of the company is called Karma. This company that's going to be processing the gold is called Karma. Doesn't karma mean like, you know, like a bad thing's going to happen to you again? Like, how is it that the name of the company is called Karma? How good? There's nothing good in that. There's nothing good in that arrangement where the name of the company is Karma. I'm wondering, This is a copy of a company registration at PACRA. According to the Zambia Watchdog website, the Sudanese company was registered in 2018. They took the names off of the register, went online to look for the individuals, and found them to be of questionable character. The Zambian government does give mining licenses to citizens as well as foreigners, okay? So we've seen that even before that gold area was cordoned off, right? People were still mining. And then when the government got involved, they cordoned it off and said no one should do it. We've seen that, you know, people are still doing it, and in large quantities, okay? Now, if Zambians, even through Wukabolala, they are showing that they're able to extract gold from the ground, why do we need a foreigner to come and do it for us? This doesn't make sense. You know, when I read that annual report, I was surprised to see that First Quantum Minerals in Kansenshi are also extracting gold. I was really surprised because I only thought it was copper, but they're also extracting gold. And their annual report for 2019, they reported extracting over 4,000 kilograms worth of gold. Over. And I told you in my first video, which I highly recommend you go watch if you haven't, that 1 kilogram of gold is worth $50,000. So when I did the math, correct me if I'm wrong, because math was never my strong point, okay? But I calculated 4,121 kilograms, which is what they had reported. Although they had, if you go and look at it, you'll see that they reported it in ounces, but I just converted it into kilograms. So that came up to $206 million of gold. That does not go through Bank of Zambia. That goes straight out the country in US dollars. Not even in our kwacha. At least if our own kwacha can carry it, you know, through the Bank of Zambia. Now if we have our, you know, I don't even know what to say. But this is what we're dealing with. So rather than empower the indigenous miners that we have in the country, we push them out and we bring in a foreign investor. And the name of the company is called Karma. And the contract is worth $2.5 million. Then here we are, this money, even the money that First Quantum Minerals are shipping out, we can see how much they're shipping out. Now, how much more? Even who was stealing the gold, they were stealing kilograms. So we can do it in the country. We just need to have everything streamlined, let people do things properly according to international standards. Not only are they a #1 copper producer, but they're also, well, one of them, yes, #1 up there, you know. They're also, they also have gold, because at the moment Ghana is known as the country which has a lot of gold, but we also have gold. There are foreign companies who are bidding to have their share. Take a look. This money that we can get from gold, if we keep it in the country, can help us with the Chinese loans, can help us with these Euro bonds, rather than going to the IMF mukolalo mbendalama. Foot. So I just wanted to make this quick video because the subscribers sent me that video by Tudor Bizmark, like I said earlier on. So it's just a quick video, and really this shows why we are speaking out. This sort of this behavior, this governance, this mismanagement of resources. This is what we are saying. Enough is enough. Okay? So keep speaking, and I want you to register to vote. I have another video what I did with my colleague where we were speaking about how people can vote in the diaspora. So I would recommend that you go and watch it. Diaspora is such a big word. It just means we gotta living abroad. These are the issues that when the youth say they want to protest, this is what they have in mind. They have evidence to say things about mismanaged. But this is why it's important. We need change. And this shows you, this little clip has just shown you just how much potential we have in Zambia. So listen, God bless you. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, like it, and share it. We are one Zambia, one nation, one Zambia. Have a great day.